Sunny Boo Productions, a local leader in non-porno filmmaking. Most Adequate live from my basement on Facebook Live. The entire crew present, accounted for tonight. I got to thank Peter John Ross over there, Mike Miletic. Mel G is there monitoring the stream, so if you comment on this, number one, good for you. Number two, you'll be talking with our friend Mel over there. Also, Micah Jenkins on the I said ones and twos last time, and I caught some.
Yes.
He's on the board.
It's not February anymore, hotshot.
Yeah, right.
Your month is over.
So there we go. Thank you to Micah. Also, Joe Fuller showed up here, helped set up, and then he left. The man is he's employee of the month.
He's got too much stuff to do. He's too busy for us.
Joining me here, yes, Dave Adams from the band Grindhouse. Also, Rick Cannon, present and accounted for tonight. Good to see you, my friend.
Thank you. It's March 1st. Daggone, he was right.
What's that?
He's right. It's over. You know?
It's over. Magic's over, bro.
Okay.
Shortest month of the year.
I know. Thank God.
No. Come on now.
I'm just joking.
So, Dave came here with some fresh ink, and I noticed it right away. I'm like, dude, did you get new ink? And you didn't even have to say anything. Who hooked you up, man?
It's my boy Jamie at Luxury Tattoo in Hilliard. He did my knucks for me today. He is amazing, and I absolutely love him. He's done top of my hand as well. I'll be back to Jamie. I just love the guy. He's absolutely wonderful.
I know Jamie's girlfriend really well,
Yeah.
and no, stop it. No, actually, I knew Kaylee is her name. Her dad Kelly was one of my good friends. He passed away recently.
Oh, man.
Awesome dude. And it's a small world, man.
Very much.
And another thing is, when I saw that tonight, I'm like, dude, are you sure you want to like, already your hands tattooed?
Yeah.
But I'm still like, dude, are you sure you want to go that far?
I know.
And you're like, you know what, man?
I'm 46. I like tattoos. Let's go get some tattoos.
Let's party, man.
Let's get you tattooed.
Let's bring Jamie down here. Let's get Ross tattooed.
Oh,
that's what this
shit.
world needs. Peter John Ross, you want some ink? We can hook you up.
I am far too hairy to get tatted up.
Mike's smiling over there. Mike.
Tyson face tat. Get it.
Hey, start off strong, man. That would be your first tattoo, correct? If we got
Yeah. Well, the other thing is, I mean, if I say go big or go home, if I'm going to get a tattoo, it's going to be a neck tattoo.
You're right.
I need to make myself employable by only very specific jobs.
Like gas stations and gas stations.
And working on the show. Exactly. If he gets a neck tattoo, he's stuck here. I like this.
What about Mike? Can he get a tattoo?
No, Mike's not allowed to make decisions like that. I don't trust him.
Also, I think even though they get disposed of the needles, there's still something communicable that could possibly get into the air.
Be nice to Mike, kind of. Be nice to Mike right now, because we're going to be mean to Mike a little bit later.
I dig it.
Give him that. So we're going to talk. This was devastating news. I know this hit me right in the heart, and my childhood was just put on display for all to see. Best Buy decided the other day they're not selling CDs anymore. This is not shocking, because back in the day, kids, back when Best Buy was a big deal, there was... Like, you walk in, and that's the first thing you would see is the CD section. Yeah. And then it got moved, and then it got moved, and then it got moved. And Ross, you went into a Best Buy recently, and you said it was just, the back-ass corner?
They make you go all the way to the back. In the little V corner, one wall was all of their DVDs and Blu-rays in 3D. This other little corner wall was every single audio CD. It was basically like 15 feet to cover all their music except for one thing. Can anybody tell me what that is?
Go ahead.
It was for vinyl.
Yep.
They had more vinyl than they had for Blu-rays, DVDs, and CDs combined.
And they are going to keep selling vinyl, at least for the next 2 years, they said, because that's when their agreement with the record companies end. But man, I was talking about this. I'm not sure how many kids under the age of 30 really understand what we used to have to go through to procure music.
Yeah.
Right?
But also enjoy.
Absolutely.
Correct.
Yeah.
You appreciated those albums.
Oh, man.
You know, and you listened to every single song on every single album you spent $20 for.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, it was every Tuesday instead of, what is it now?
Yeah,
Digitally it's Friday.
Yeah.
But yeah, every
Tuesday you were there,
I knew what was going on.
Yeah. So, you know, because back in the day, you would, not only would you have to go buy it, if you wanted, like, to indulge yourself in some frivolities, if you will, like, if you wanted your Carly Rae Jepsen fix back in the day, you couldn't just go to YouTube. No. You had to go pony up and go buy a Carly Rae Jepsen single.
At least a single, right?
Yeah, right. So we're going to go around the room and talk about our missteps, okay, in buying music. And we've all done it. Everybody's done it. Dave, we're going to start with you. The most embarrassing album that you've ever purchased. I want you to tell everybody, the 7 people watching right now, tell them, embarrass yourself, what it is.
I'm not horribly embarrassed by it, but by the looks of me, you'd think I would be. The best of Seal.
Seal.
That's classic.
Seal can go, man.
Okay.
Seal
You know,
can.
at first I was like, ha ha ha, Kiss from a Rose guy, LOL.
Right.
But man, he has some good tracks.
And he's got like raw chicken skin on his face.
Oh,
I don't fucking care.
That's messed up. Who's
It had
he
a,
banging?
was it Heidi Klum? I think it was Heidi
Oh
Klum.
my God. So there you go.
Seal.
Hey, ugly guys out there. I'm actually looking at Ross right now. I'm joking, joking. Get good at music and you can bang Heidi Klum, Ross. Do you understand?
Hey,
From
no,
the
you
neck
can't.
From the neck down, Seal was a very attractive man.
Yeah, oh my God. Built like
You gotta
a
say no homo after you say things like that.
No, the man was built like a brick crap house. All right, so you said the Seal, which really isn't that bad.
No, but no.
Mine is bad, but I'll defend it to my death. When I was like 17, 18 years old, I went and got the ICP EP Tunnel of Love. Okay? There's a picture of it. Don't regret. And by the way, that's the alternate title or cover. The first one had Violent J from the Insane Clown Posse getting a hand job. That was the cover art of the original. Obviously, some places objected to that, so they had to pull it. But I will go down and say to this day, one of the funniest albums I've ever listened to. Maybe not intentionally funny, still funny to me
I
though.
was gonna say, I don't think you bought it for comedy's sake.
I absolutely did.
No,
It
you
was
bought it to
hysterical.
You bought it to get the fuck down, is
Let-
what you did.
Let me give you this. No, I was 17. There was nothing like that coming my way. Look at it. There was a track called Super Balls, talking about indiscriminate banging of chicks. A track called Cotton Candy, an ode to the pubic hair of young ladies. Fantastic album.
Did you write it?
Negative.
I love it. I love it.
Beat
And
him
it's
to it.
This sounds like 3 things you said to me when you walked in the door. That's fucking crazy.
I don't know anything about cotton candy.
No, I can't.
he's a fan of the Shaven Mavens. Respect.
Indeed.
Respect. Okay. God, let's go to Ross next. Ross, you are a man that makes many mistakes in life. What do you got?
This was my biggest mistake. I
Striper.
bought a Striper album. The only album called Above the Law was the first one they did where they got sick of being labeled as Christian rock.
Right.
So they threw in and did this album, pretending like dropping their whole yellow and black thing.
Yep.
Did this whole album. Everybody hated it. Their Christian fans hated it.
Right.
Regular rock people, when you remove the shtick, when you totally remove that shtick of Christian rock, of the we love Jesus, Jesus number one.
Yeah.
As soon as they lost that, everybody hated them, and they went screaming right back to Christian rock right after this.
Still out there and touring. Still out there and touring to this day. People claim it's fun to see Striper out there. Have you seen him recently, Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. Hey, man,
They
embrace
were
that.
amazing.
Are you serious?
I swear to God, yeah.
Really?
No way.
I saw them last year.
Where?
Alrosa Villa.
Wow, they're playing the Alrosa? That's impressive. I figured they'd be playing a show like this.
No.
Hey, Dave,
Good for them.
were they so good that you accepted Christ that night?
Yeah.
You were there.
Yes. Yes, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Mike,
Yeah. Dude, they were great. I'm not joking. They were great.
I'm curious. Because I love
All of a sudden, Seal doesn't seem so embarrassing anymore.
Here's the thing. I love maligned bands, except for Nickelback. I can't get down with them.
Get it?
Yeah, but maligned bands, I just think that there's an artistry there, and it's like the fact that they're so reviled. I'm like, I got to see this.
I remember me telling you about this because you remember who I saw? Mm-hmm. The guy who won the MTV VJ contest, Jesse.
Jesse Camp.
Jesse
He was at that
He
show?
was he's great friends with Striper.
Wow.
About 6'7".
Yeah, he is tall as
Yeah.
shit.
Wow.
But yeah. So
Okay,
Interesting.
Yellow and Black
Fascinating.
Attack. That's all I'm saying.
Mike, what you got over there?
I have 1986's Emotional by Falco. You guys might remember him from Rock Me Amadeus.
That's the only thing anybody would know him.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Love the album. Is that I don't look back and think what was I thinking. I look back and say I hid this cassette from my friends if they were looking through my collection.
Right.
And to what you said earlier about how you liked every track back then, I think part of the reason was
Well, you
because-
listened to it. You didn't have to like every track, but you listened to every track.
Because here's the thing. you couldn't get the tracks ahead of time, like on the internet. You
Right.
had to go out and buy it. So you were already invested. You spent the money in that. So
Sure.
you had to listen to it.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Was everything as angry and as German as that Rock Me Amadeus?
No, I mean, the language sounds terrible. I listened to some today because I hadn't heard it in 30 years, and the good songs are good, and the bad songs are terrible.
I was gonna ask you, wouldn't you buy this like 2016? Like, man, I really got to catch up on my Falco.
I didn't buy anything in 2016. We have the internet.
Okay, right on. Mel G brought up a great point. Mel, what you got over there? You got a stick mic? You got something to talk to us?
Oddly enough, Anthony Furstenberger brought it up already in the comments, but when I turned 18, that's when Two Live Crew was Nasty As They Wanna Be came out.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I had to go get me a taste of Luke Skywalker and a Two Live Crew. And
Shit,
so
Mel.
I go to Fisher's Big Wheel in Circleville.
Wow.
18 years old. I get it out, I pop it in the car in front of all my friends, and guess what? I bought the edited version.
No. That's
It was
another
horrible.
That's another thing, kids, that you would go to stores and buy it and you might get the edited version. I think every single person back in the day made that mistake.
Now, see, this was back when that all began, too, so that's not a label I was looking for. This was like 89.
Right.
I just aged myself.
Yeah, right. But yeah, a lot of the stores sold it.
Walmart
was the big one.
exclusively sold, like most
Like,
hip hop
yeah,
rock
absolutely.
CDs.
Yeah, and everybody.
edited version.
But they didn't like promote that. You just happened to buy it, and then you got home and
Right.
realized, what?
They sneaked
This is
sneaked you.
vicious.
Do they bleep it? Do they blank it?
Nope, just blanket.
It would be great if they did it like movies and they subbed in like opposite words.
Some did.
Listen to here, mother fudger. I want to tell you.
And some did, but it was more common that they would just blank it out. Mike, what's up?
No, I just wanted to ask Mel, the album cover that we're looking at, the graphic, is their asses are blanked out.
That was me.
Okay,
so
so
we can
the-
keep the
they
show
had the
for one
asses
more
on it?
awful
They had
week.
the asses. Oh, yeah.
Okay, it makes sense that you were
Yeah.
fooled.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was my call. Because I'm nothing but.
Lame.
So anyway, Best Buy.
Quality.
You know the one thing keeping Best Buy in business? I heard this because about a year ago, when all the big box stores started to really go, like Sears went, Kohl's went, and I always say went, like within a week. And there's another one. Kmart said we're done too.
Shitty customer service?
Best Buy?
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
what's keeping them up, and this is shocking, is the cell phones. A lot of people still go there for the cell phones and the cell phone service, and the Geek Squad. That's the money maker for Best Buy, I guess. So,
segment.
if Best Buy does go down, I do know what it is. The problem, it's Methany from Reynoldsburg. Remember her?
Oh my God.
Stealing
Jack
ICP
moves.
CDs.
Right.
Yes, there I am in Reynoldsburg trying to stop her from stealing some Juggalo music, but it's Methany's fault if Best Buy goes under.
Oh, God bless Methany.
She is lowering their profitability.
Oh, God. Okay, so we're going to move on from one train wreck to another in our train wreck, Mike Miletic. We discovered a couple weeks ago, we found homeless Mike. Ross, go ahead and fire this. We'll talk over this. This is homeless Mike, who was fighting absolutely nobody. It looks dead on like Mike. He's fighting no one on the streets somewhere.
He's winning.
He's winning. Not only is he winning, he is victorious of his fight against
Look,
no
he
one.
just won.
I love it.
He
So-
just won.
So that was Mike as a homeless degenerate.
Right.
What about Mike as a child? What would that look like? Guess what? We got video of Mike as a child. Watch this. The eye contact. It's a female there he's trying to impress, and look at him go.
Wow.
He knows.
He's
That's a
giving it.
man. That is a man intent
I
on
saw-
impressing this young
I saw
lady.
those exact same moves 1 month ago.
Yeah, I know at the gentleman's club.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it was the best stripper repellent I've ever seen. And I love you, Mike, for that. It was outstanding. Mike, anything you wanted to do to defend yourself, your spawn, during this conversation?
I mean, he's doing what you need to do to attract a female of the species, and it didn't work on this one. But you know what? If you get 3 out of 10, you are going to the Hall of Fame.
To be clear,
Yeah,
we don't know.
he's doing it,
We
man.
don't know if this worked, but you're
The way
right.
that
He-
chin
Oh,
is stuck out, I'm
Come
gonna
on
say it
now.
didn't work.
Look at that. Look at the.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
He's working
I'll tell you
so
what.
hard.
He's finding his stride.
He does
And
have
he's trying.
psychopathic confidence.
Man,
Sociopathic.
Oh, my apologies.
Sociopath.
My apologies. For all the psychopaths watching, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I would be proud to find out that was my bastard, by the way.
Might be. Likely. Okay, so we're making fun of Mike. I guess it's time to put myself on the chopping block. I guess a couple weeks ago, Mr. Dave Adams here, and our friend Malibu Bobby, Bob Bump.
Malibu Bob.
Bobby.
I don't know what. There's a story behind that we might get to, depending on how bad. I haven't seen this thing yet. There was a roast done based on old Facebook photos that I have and still have up. You can go find them. So they're embarrassing. Ross, would you like to intro this piece? Because again, I haven't seen it. I don't know what's going on here.
We just, we had a little trouble with the name, but I think it's going to become obvious pretty quick. This was something we just put together for kind of an ode to Newber.
Hey, I'm David Adams,
I'm Robert Bump.
friend of the show, equal hater of James Henry Newber.
More than equal.
Oh, yes. And we're going to attack this mofo right now and hate on some pictures. Man, you know what? That dog didn't even want to be in the picture with him.
Is it Tessa's dog?
I think so. And you know it's torture.
You know it's Tessa's beer because he drank some cheap shit.
Oh, I'm calling PETA. That dog is gonna fuck. That dog looks so sad and like it's like the only friend that he didn't take that picture. Someone took his picture.
And he's going to pose
Oh, I know it.
with his third finger
What's he
extended.
doing?
He gets etiquette fucked up.
Yeah, he's like, in whose house is that? Because I've been in his house. That house looks nice. You know
And
the rest.
clean, yeah,
No,
yeah.
the
There's
clean,
no
yeah.
dust bunnies under the
No,
yeah,
I don't
or
understand.
used rubbers or hand lotion.
What is he? Is he
The
like,
ugliest bitch ever on the back of a bike.
without a shadow of a doubt? Like what's happening here? You can see that there's something chromosomally wrong with him.
He's
Look at his
feeling
head.
for dick.
Oh, I don't.
He's feeling for dick.
He is
There's
clear-
no doubt.
There's no doubt. Why is he hunched over like that? Like, there's something wrong. Like, he's got like the bifida.
He was aroused.
He's got a bad case of the bifida or something like that. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, he's hiding the boner. He is straight up hiding the boner right now.
Probably didn't take. Yeah.
No, I mean-
cargo shorts hit it.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't have to flip it in the waistband on that son of a bitch.
And look at the look on her face. She's like, "Get this creepy son of a bitch
Oh my
off of
god,
me."
he's so long and goofy looking. Oh, I see him here hosting local stuff on the Blitz.
He doesn't see. Fucking open your eyes for the picture,
What is
douchebag.
he doing? How fucking high is he? In the trucker hat, he's really pushing it right there, isn't he?
Yeah, I think that's when he started his "I'm gonna grow my hair" phase.
Oh my god, look at that fucking Adam's apple dangling off there.
It's a surprise he's got it.
Yeah, I am too, actually. That's a fucking, you know what? That's one of the more
Shit.
positive notes of this picture.
And he's got his circle jerk fist all ready to go. Look at him.
What-
Squirt man must weigh $150 because Newber's holding him.
Why? Why? You know what? First of all, he tricked this poor squirt fella into like, get into my arms. I think that's fucking creepy. And then he's staring at his fucking crotch the whole goddamn time.
Yes, longingly.
Longingly, I don't understand it. He made this poor guy wear tights, and he's just staring at his groin.
And he throws the "I love you," not the horns.
That's uncomfortable. That is uncomfortable.
Yes, does he really love him is the question.
He doesn't. He's using him.
It's the
He's
sodium
fucking
pentothal kicking in, right?
And I think that's a bowling alley too.
A bowling alley.
Oh man, that's where he picks up most of his fellas. It's a bowling alley. I just didn't know it was in a literal
Balls
sense.
all around. Yeah, it's the place for Newber.
Oh man, I fucking hate those guys.
I only know one, and I definitely hate him.
Well, you wait till you meet Newber.
Oh, that was very nice. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Dave, I'm gonna need you to sit on the floor for the rest of the night. I don't want you on my fucking couch. All right, please.
Absolutely understood.
Okay.
Long goofy motherfucker.
What was? You said the phrase. He's got the bifida.
Yeah, you got a bad.
I don't know how many people listening would understand that reference, but good on you. I can't fuck with you on that one alone.
Yes,
Did
sir.
you ever see Close Encounters of the Third Kind, the aliens that come out at the end of that
Yeah.
thing? Yeah, yeah.
Is that what you were thinking too?
Okay, thank you. I'm glad you guys had fun. By the way, that's part one. There's more.
No, there's so much more. You are a dipshit, and you got to see these pictures. What the fuck, man? They are terrible. Do you fucking proof anything that you put on the goddamn social network?
I really don't.
Just like, just click, 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 click. People like me. I'm Jim. Fucking ridiculous. I played Bush all goddamn day. Fucking.
I do play push all goddamn day.
This is part one of a 20 20-part series.
Outstanding.
That was only the warm up, by the way.
Yeah, okay.
It gets way more heated.
I will say, doing promotions at the station, I had to take a lot of pictures of this guy as a talent, and there was a lot of deleting. There was a lot of
Because
deleting.
whenever
These are the ones you fucking say.
Well, his facial expression sometimes would just go bananas. He'd be
when I
like,
talk on a microphone, I'm very expressive.
Yes.
Okay? And especially after a couple these things. This
Yeah.
is horse urine, by the way, that I'm drinking tonight. Anyway, it's just, it's
Pepsi?
awkward.
Jesus.
Horse piss. Okay, to the meat of tonight's show, what everybody's been tuning in for. I don't know how we came along this idea, but we're doing a celebrity death pool right now. But not any celebrity death pool. It's the almost adequate celebrity death pool, consisting of only members in this show. Okay? So what we're about to do is pick individuals from this show who is most likely to die in our individual opinions. And let's give them the cast of characters that are involved in this, and maybe their pros and cons of why they might be a good or bad choice. We'll start with myself. Obviously, physical specimen. Okay, the youngest member. Stop. The youngest member of the group by quite a few years.
quite a few.
Incredibly good looking. You know, the symmetry of my face would denote good genetic makeup.
I just got sick.
Okay, stop, Mel, and let me finish. I am, however, accident prone, and that is my con. I've fallen a couple
Yeah, that's
times.
your con.
And the spinal bifida.
And the spina bifida,
the bifida
allegedly.
is-
And apparently extra chromosomes.
Yes,
That was part of my
exactly.
problem, too. I have Klinefelter syndrome.
Yes.
That's fine. I'll accept that. Okay, so that's myself. Next, we have Peter John Ross. I got to be honest with you. Ross, raise your hand so people know who I'm talking about. I got to be honest with you. You're the smart money. You're the oldest character here. You're...
Hey,
No. Dave is a little bit older
I'm
than me.
older.
No way.
I'm older by a month.
Oh, no shit.
He just.
God, you look the
You're more
oldest,
than a
though.
month. You're like 6-7 months older than me,
I
aren't
was
you?
born December.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 1 month.
Mike, what's up, man?
Wait a minute. Let's set this up a little bit. What are we talking about here?
What do you mean?
Is this a type of a poll of some sense?
Yeah, it's a death pool. We're all gonna
so
figure
gonna-
out, and we're gonna bet.
And there's a prize.
We're gonna talk about the prize in a second.
I just wanna make sure it's out there.
Oh, we got a prize.
Okay.
Okay. So we got Ross there. You're a little overweight, little chunky, you know, and let's
Wow.
face it, you're
His
old.
face. You look like a basset hound right
I know.
there.
I'm not meaning this. I'm just like saying that you're probably the most likely among us to die.
Your best trying to get me to commit suicide?
I would never do
Are you
that.
trying to
I would
fuck
never do
him?
that. Suicides don't count. We'll get to that in a second.
Oh, that's a technicality. That would be a technicality.
Jesus. Okay, so next to you, this has gone off the rails already. Next to you, we have Mike.
Yeah.
Mike is a little older, mid-40s, but pretty good shape. You look young,
Thank you.
but you're a fucking sociopath. And I mean that really, like, I mean that.
In a
You're
good sense?
in the best sense possible, man.
Hey,
Like, I feel like when
sense doesn't get us killed.
here's the thing. Exactly. You're not.
long
If
as we
Mike
don't make
kills
your
somebody,
list.
if Mike kills somebody on the list, it doesn't count either. Murders does not
That's where
count
I'm
either.
hedging my fucking bet.
Nope. That doesn't count. Murder doesn't count, and suicide doesn't
Here's the
count.
thing. I don't think Mike's ever dying.
No.
No. There's gonna be like cockroaches and Mike.
No.
And he's gonna rule them.
I need to die at some point. This can't go on forever.
This is so dark. Okay, next we have Mel over there. Mel, are you a part of this or not?
Well, sure, yeah.
Okay.
She's
Mel,
alive.
Do I get to bet on myself?
No, nobody's allowed to bet on
Nobody can
themselves.
bet on themselves.
That's one of the rules. But Mel, you are you're a female, obviously, which means you're
What?
you're
I mean, we think.
Stop. She is susceptible to bear attacks when she has her menses.
Oh,
we
fuck.
just all need to consider that.
You're walking
Okay.
a fine line right now, son.
I'm sorry.
She didn't have those anymore.
Dave is Dave. Okay.
Dave's gonna die real soon, I think.
And then we have Mr. Rick Cannon, the most fascinating contestant in this death pool for a
Most
few reasons.
fascinating,
Number
yeah.
one, you're young. You're in pretty good shape.
Is he?
Well, he had a stroke.
He did.
And I want to talk about
And
that for a
apparently he's
second.
got glaucoma now.
Okay, he's just a little high. Okay, let him go. All right?
Sober, baby.
So you had the stroke.
Yeah.
Okay, you're doing better.
I'm doing great.
Good.
I had my follow-up appointment the other day.
Good.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay. The one thing I did want to talk about, and I would never do this to be mean. I'm not a mean person.
Right.
Something we need to talk. Shut up. I'm saying this. Maybe I am a mean person, but I'm not doing
I was
this
gonna
to
say,
be
I've known you too long to know this.
I have some video
false.
from a previous episode that I would like to play right now. Ross, if you may, could you fire this, please? This is from a previous episode.
I'm trying to be here. You know what I'm saying? You won't ever see Rick Cannon smoke another cigarette. I guarantee you that.
That was right after you had that stroke. Okay?
Is that right? Okay. Yeah, I had the Jamaica shirt on. Yes.
Yep. That was right
got me.
after you had the stroke. You said that pretty clearly. You're back to smoking, aren't you?
Somewhat. I'm dibbling and dabbling. I'm not full blown.
Okay. So I'm gonna call you. I'm not saying this to call you out, but that's kind of fucked up. You're smoking because we're not even like what 6 months out from that,
Right.
and you're back to smoking again.
Nicotine is a hell of a drug.
I give
It
you
is.
cigarettes.
Nicotine is a hell
You're
of a
either
drug.
pregnant or you're not.
Okay. So that's. But I just want to put that out there. That
Yeah,
that's,
you gotta have the full disclosure
And I
for
wish
the
you would
game.
stop
Yeah.
smoking. I'm just gonna throw that because I like you, man, and I would be devastated if something bad happens to you. And
Appreciate
smoking
you.
isn't gonna help that.
I didn't know this was gonna be a fucking tearjerker.
I know, right? I feel like I should be.
Because I am kind of fucking serious because I love that guy.
Yeah.
You know? So just holler at the guys at Vapor Station. They're good dudes. They're going to save your life.
Shout out to them.
They're great dudes, man.
Hell yeah.
Those guys are legit fucking save lives. There you go. Dave, thank you. That was very
How
nice.
you hit this thing?
So,
If you just hit the trigger.
so anyway, let's move on to the prize that was brought up. Ross, what did you say that we should have as the prize for this?
I'm saying we should get a trophy and just get a lid for it and make it a trophy urn combo.
And so you win the person's remains of the person you bet?
Yeah.
So like if I say Ross and Ross dies, I get your remains?
Yeah, you get my ashes. Whoever dies ashes, we get their ashes and we put it in the trophy, and then it kind of, and you just keep adding the ashes to each person who dies in order.
Stop.
May I?
Yeah,
I'm in
go ahead,
solidarity
please.
with him on this because it becomes then like the Stanley Cup where you can have you can take it around the remains of the dearly departed and you get your picture taken with
But-
it and you hold, it's like
That's a
victor.
fascinating idea, but I exist in reality, as you guys know. Am I going to walk up to a grieving family at Ross's funeral and say, hey, you guys don't know me, but I'm entitled to Ross's remains? Well, they're probably not going to be grieving. They're going to be like mildly vexed by this whole situation. And go like, I'm entitled to his remains. Here's a video from my show that proves it.
Will it make for a good bit? Then yes.
No one in my family is going to be remotely surprised.
That you wagered your remains.
What if we just
You have to
cremate
will it?
What if we just
You gotta
cremate
will it.
like a leg? We just take a leg. We're like,
No.
hey, we got
Just take a
the
handful.
Stop.
A
You
table.
get partial
Let's-
ashes.
Let's just bet money like normal degenerates so we can like equal parts like grieve a little bit and then but at the same time we're gonna have a fat wallet.
stop,
So
'cause-
that'll assuage the guilt.
At the production meeting, Mike, which you weren't gonna believe this, we actually prepared for this fucking piece of
I
shit.
don't. I still can't believe it.
But at the production
Shut up,
meeting,
Dave.
Mike said something that I liked. And that was 6 hours weekend to Bernie time with the fucking corpse.
Again, the best idea anybody offered, but realistic?
It depends who you tell.
right,
When you
right.
report the incident.
I think
As
it's
Dave just did.
I think it's I think that's a shitty idea. I just think we need to throw cash. $20. Everybody's in for $20, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Oh, lights out.
Mike's out. Ross, you're in for Mike's $20. All right.
Fine.
Okay. So, Mel, did you have something real quick?
You take food stamps?
Take food stamps? Yes, absolutely. So, now for the picks. I'll go first. Seriously, you're not my pick. So don't sweat it, okay?
Fair enough.
Ross is the fucking smart money all day, every day. Ross, you just have your con column or your pro column, depending on who you talk to. You're the guy that's going to go first, man. So that's my pick.
Any way?
No, here are the rules, real quick. No murder, no suicide, and you can't be criminally convicted of like negligent homicide or manslaughter or anything like that.
Do you have a prediction?
And
I'm saying. Do you have
Ross is my pick. Ross is my prediction of who I believe
Okay.
will go first. I guess we'll go to you, Ross. Ross, it's your call.
I'm actually going to go Rick Cannon.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay.
And but just But that reminds me, just real quick, just so you know, I got you a small present.
Oh my God!
I got you a little something.
Go grab your present, man.
Totally
Perfect. No, I'll
unrelated.
chill. I don't
It's
want 'em.
totally unrelated.
I don't want them.
Let me.
I've quit.
Oh,
Let me
it's
just
on
throw
the-
this out there. Let me just throw this out there. You're allowed to smoke in my basement. I would like to change my vote to Rick Cannon as well. I'm just throwing that out there. There you go.
There you go. I'll give them the noobs right along with your beer.
These are Newport, what, menthols?
Yeah.
That's what Newports are, bro.
Is that
Well,
what
there's a red pack
they are?
that's non-menthol.
Okay. My
That's a
bad.
cigarette connoisseur.
That's racist, by the way, the fact that you chose that brand. But in fact, that is your brand, so I guess
It is
I
not. It
apologize.
is not. That's Mel G's brand.
Oh, okay.
It's Mel G's
That's
brand.
racist, Mel.
Hey, I'll
the
take
fact
them
you
shits.
smoke Newport
And she's like,
menthols.
I'll take them.
I'll take your shits.
Mike, your choice, please, sir.
First of all, let me just say, nobody's hoping that this stuff comes to
No,
fruition.
no.
Yeah.
I am.
It will assuage the grieving process if I got a fat stack of 20s in my pocket.
But yeah, exactly. But the money would be nice. But the
I'm
money
just
would be
saying,
nice.
as long as we're not actively working towards the demise of somebody, I don't see a moral dilemma here.
Yeah, yeah. Well, one thing I would say is, given the life he's lived and the look about him, one would think the smart money would be on Dave, but Dave has a family, and people with families tend to live longer.
Interesting.
So he's bulwarked for that.
Sociopath.
The sociopath he is.
Sadly, I will
Look
have
at
to
him.
say.
He loves this, man. Go ahead.
Sadly, I will have to say, and I agree with Newber in the sense that I will pick Ross, so we'll split the earnings. In this sense, here's the thing: I live with him. I get to see his diet. I will say this: Mahatma Gandhi ate more meat than he's eaten vegetables.
Wow.
On that
Wow.
basis alone, fresh vegetables, any vegetables, it doesn't cross his lips. On that basis alone, I will
Never.
vote. Yeah, and he's
Wow.
proud of that, by the way.
Okay.
Well,
so I guess me and Mike.
Vile weeds.
Yeah.
I will not eat vegetables.
Here's the thing, though. Once this competition is over, when Ross dies, Mike's gonna murder me now that the competition is over, so he can get all the
He can get
money.
the 20.
Fuck, man. This is not a good look for me. Mel, your choice. Do you have one?
My choice is easy. I'm going to go with Mike. That guy is so tightly wound. If he does not fap soon, spontaneous combustion.
Wow. Go ahead.
No rebuttals.
okay.
You can respond. That's fair. No, you can respond, Mike. If you would like, you can say something in your defense. That's fine. Okay, so I guess he's out. David, your choice.
My first choice was you because I clearly thought.
Mine too, but that's fine.
But
we
because
have-
I thought for certain that Mike was going to kill you, but that's off the table. We can't go that way.
you can't murder. No.
And I was going to go Ross first because of proximity of Mike, but I think.
This is a Mike-centric decision.
But I think But I think that he would keep Ross alive to make him watch him murder you. And like it's Mike's deep, dude.
Pick
Mike,
a guy, man.
it's Mel.
It's Mel.
Mel's gonna, yeah, fuck you, man. You just got fucking so many electric things in your vagina all the goddamn time. You're gonna get in the
My
tub.
dad's an electrician. I'm good.
You know what? He can't fix you in the tub. Everything you do takes batteries and plugs into a wall and goes in your butthole. Like this is fucking crazy, Mel. You're wearing out all your holes.
Okay. I get the idea. Okay. I think
Mel likes dildos.
this is Dave showing concern, by the way. And then he's gonna put his money
Oh my God.
on Mel. Holy shit. This is
I vote today because I'm going to kill that son of a bitch.
No murders.
no murder.
Breaks the rules.
Don't care.
So Cannon, you finally please wrap this up.
Mine was the same actually as Mel G's.
Yes.
Mike. And for the same reasoning as Mel G's, prostate cancer. If it's not
he doesn't
spontaneous
fap off.
combustion,
Yeah.
if you don't bust,
You got to milk that thing.
you're gonna die of prostate cancer, brother. And I
Mel,
love
you
you.
said that like you were excited to give it a shot. Is
And
that in the cards?
Come here, let me show you how.
All right. Hey,
Before I
listen.
die.
Listen. So basically, the entire crew is. Mike, go ahead. Anything?
I will let one vote for me get by. Two deserves a retort. I got laid the day before yesterday. I'll leave it at that.
Holy
Excellent,
shit!
excellent,
What?
excellent,
Real
excellent,
person.
And I can confirm it's true.
excellent, 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 excellent.
Ross, I imagine like Ross trying to just do stuff down in his studio, and like the walls are shaking and stuff like that.
No,
We gotta keep
Just
this.
yelling and
Gotta be
crying.
consistent,
And
man.
Mike.
we were on a gig out of town in a hotel room. My favorite part about it is it's with one of our clients.
Oh my!
Did he fuck in the hotel room with you present?
No.
Oh, okay.
Separate rooms. Okay.
No, we didn't have separate rooms, but blissfully, he chose to use her room.
Oh my God.
Well, good job, brother.
I'm living forever, guys.
No, good job. You can't be a one-time thing, brother. You got to be consistent with this shit. The last time was no fap, and you got some.
Yeah.
But then how long was it in between the gap, the span?
364.
No. From the
No,
time
from
of
just a
364.
couple months.
Oh.
Yeah, just been a couple months.
That still ain't enough.
You know what?
That still ain't enough.
Also,
Hey, trust the
where is
man in
she?
the sunglasses for the medical advice. All right?
Well, he's already had a stroke and glaucoma. He knows. He knows what's up.
The weed is going to take care of the glaucoma.
That's
Don't
right.
worry about it. All right. Hey, thank you guys for watching this. This was probably more fun than we should be allowed to have. It's almost adequate. Follow us, YouTube, Twitter. What else do we have? Facebook, of course. You can go like the page if you're over on the Blitz page as well. Ross, anything before we get out of here? Nope, you're good. Thank you, Peter John Ross, Mike Miletic, also Mel G, Micah Jenkins. You just grabbed the Newports. I just want a record of this.
I didn't.
You
I was
just grabbed-
getting the mail.
No, that's fine.
There you go, Mel.
Baby, keep them.
I took my girl Mel up.
Also, thank you to Joe Fuller, Dave Adams, Rick Cannon. This was, again, more fun than we should be allowed to have. It's almost adequate live from my basement on Facebook Live. We'll be back in 2 weeks for a St. Patrick's Day show.